I'm excited, but if you're probably wondering why I'm so excited, it's because I'm about to do everyone's favorite workout. I'm gonna do arms. Although arms really isn't my favorite workout. I like doing legs personally. It's 10-13 on a Wednesday, and I'm just really not feeling, well, I am feeling arms. I'm actually looking forward to this arm day. I do enjoy training arms, but I prefer legs. Me personally, there's nothing better than doing some heavy leg press, some really, really intense seated leg extensions, some good old ham curls. You know, nothing beats that. Nothing tops squats, really, in my opinion. But we gotta start, filling up the fabric here in the sleeves. We gotta get some bigger arms. We gotta get some proportional forearms to our legs. We gotta make sure that our arms are big enough so we don't look like, excuse me. So we don't look like we're just walking around with little stick arms with some tree trunks. We can't be looking like an October tree with no limbs, or not no limbs, with no leaves is what I meant. But before we head out, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my protein shake from lunch, and then I'm gonna see you guys in the car. We're gonna break down the lift, what we're gonna be doing. Hopefully tonight's a quick one. I really don't want to be there too long. I want to get to bed. I'm so tired, man. I'm so tired, Finn. Let's kill the horse. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the car. Alrighty, we are in the car. We're gonna drive far. We're actually not going that far. We're just going to the crunch right around the corner. Remember, I'm turning the light off when I'm driving because I don't want to get pulled over by the cops. They'd be roaming out at these hours. So let's break down the arm day today. We're gonna be doing we're only gonna be doing 2 curl variations and 2 extension variations. So we're gonna start off with some biceps. We're gonna start off with some preacher curls, and then we're gonna move over to some hammer curls with a slight decline. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I have a very particular setup when I'm doing my hammer curls. I like to lean back on a bench and prop my elbows up against the pad or the platform there, and it allows me to get a really nice big stretch and also feel very stable, so I can generate as much force on the contraction. So we're gonna do that for biceps, probably 3 sets each. So total of like 6 sets per muscle group for this workout. So we're gonna do 2 exercises each. Then we're gonna finish off with some shoulders. So we're gonna do some lateral raises and some rear delt flies. 3 sets of each again. I see a lot of low rep, high intensity training, and a lot of people don't like that for the shoulders. And if you're not a fan of low rep, high intensity, you're probably not an experienced lifter when it comes to not just mind muscle connection, but also just how your stability is, right? Because the more stable you are, the heavier you're able to safely load. And if you're able to load heavy but still control the weight, you're going to see a lot more hypertrophy as opposed to just doing a ton of reps with, all right form. But you can grow from doing higher reps, and you can grow from doing lower reps, right? And everyone's arguing, well, which is better? And the answer is it depends, right? It really depends based on what your experience level in the gym is. If I'm programming for a client that I got, right? Maybe she's just starting out in the gym. Maybe it's her first time. Talking to you, Aunt Jamim. If it's your first time going to the gym, I'm programming upwards of 12, maybe even 15 reps per exercise, because I know that's going to allow for repetitions to happen, right? And the more reps you get under your belts, you're going to let me go. Thank you. Thank you. What a gentleman. What a nice dude letting me go, having the right of way on the stop sign. But yeah, the more reps you have to do if you're a beginner, the better, because that means not only are you going to be able to use less weight, right? So you're going to have to train with lighter loads, which is going to prevent you from injuring yourself right off the bat, right? Because if you get injured, when you're a beginner is the easiest time to get injured because your form is just the worst. But it's also going to help you get better technique because, you know, think about it. How are you going to learn how to do, let's say, tricep extensions if you only do 6 reps of really heavy tricep extensions? You're probably not going to feel it in your triceps at all. You're probably not going to learn how to contract, how to balance, how to stabilize, and all that good stuff. So really allowing yourself to get used to the range of motion, to get used to the feeling of, okay, this is how I stretch, this is how I contract, will help you progress with your technique a lot better. And then as your technique gets better, you'll get stronger. And then because you're getting stronger, you're progressively overloading. Oh, well, look, now you're going to build more muscle, as opposed to just starting off lifting, you know, failing at 6 reps. Now, it's not to say that if you're a beginner, you can't fail at 6 reps with good technique. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is when I'm programming for beginners or even some intermediates, higher rep ranges or higher volumes is going to help with the technique a lot more than just putting them on, the most optimal, you know, low rep, high intensity. Now, if you're an advanced lifter and you're someone that has been lifting for, you know, upwards of 3 years and you know how to, you know, have good technique with all of your lifts, absolutely. You know, low rep, high intensity is going to be the best bang for your buck because you're going to not only have better motor unit recruitment, right? Because you're not only, because when you're under heavy loads and you're pushing with maximal forces, you're engaging the most amount of muscle fibers. So, and that engagement is what's going to help stimulate for growth. But that drive was not very long. That's like, how long was that? I don't see a timer here. Is my thing slipping? There you go. But yeah, so for advanced lifters, absolutely, 100%. You know, train with lower volumes, higher intensity. That's what we're going to be trying remotely with this arm day. But you'll still see me do upwards of 8 reps. You'll see me maybe do 8, maybe even 12. On the triceps, I'm still figuring out really how to get a solid weight that's going to allow me to control it and not go too heavy, because I figure out that my triceps are a really weak point for me. So not just the fact that I'm weak at it, I also need more practice when it comes to getting the best contraction, getting the best amounts of stability, which is why, as you'll see, I have a special attachment for myself so I can really isolate those triceps and just blow them up, looking crazy one day. So yeah, that's the goal, and that's really the difference when it comes to the whole argument of, should I do lower reps, higher intensity, or should I do high reps, high intensity, you know? Do upwards of 15 reps if you want to tone muscle. I'm kidding, obviously. Don't yell at me in the comments, I know. But let's go ahead and quit yapping and get in there, and we're gonna start off with some preacher curls. Should be good. All right, so I cannot for the life of me get a good angle on this machine here. I'm doing the, what is this? This is a Nautilus preacher curl. I'm a fan of the Nautilus equipment. I really like the way that they feel. And it's really simple to use because they have the little flips, the little, what's it called? I don't know what those are called. It's like pin-loaded machinery, and they have like the little triggers on them. But they make it really easy to drop set. So I'm gonna go ahead and warm up with some relatively lightweight. I'm gonna do 2 heavy sets followed by a set of single arms on this one. So I wanna be focused on curling the weight up and then relaxing on the way back down, really focusing on that nice big stretch, and then making sure I relax as I squeeze up to the top. I really like how this the pad makes my elbows feel very stable, and I can really contract with just the bicep, as opposed to having like my forearms jump in or even my front delts try to pull the weight all the way up. I can just relax my arms on the pad and contract my biceps. Ooh. Ooh. All right, solid. let's go ahead and do some working weights. This camera first, cut that out. This camera placement is not the best because it's like right in the middle of the walkway to the restrooms, right from the door. So it's kind of awkward. I don't want to be that gym guy that kind of takes up all the space when he's filming. So I'm gonna do my best to keep you guys out of the way in the corner. So I'm not a public nuisance. All right, we got, what are we going on here? 170, 160, something like that. We're gonna get about 6 to 8 reps, and then we're gonna do some single arm. Here we go. Oh. 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 6. Oh, yeah. So we couldn't get 8, we almost got 8. Let's drop it down and do some single arm. This machine is really light. So like the way it's designed, the way it's designed is very, like the amount of levers and pulleys that it has, it's not actually 60 pounds that I'm curling with one arm here. It's heavy though. Get up. Nice. Oh, it's almost too easy on this side. Nice. That was my first working set and my pump is already going crazy. I love this. Let's get one more heavy working set like that. All right, I'm gonna try zooming in a little bit, see how this looks. It's just such a bad angle because like the pad is so high, which I like. I like that it's around chest height because if it was like pulling me down, I would have to like lean over it and that would just be weird. I wanna be very stable and have my arms up so I can have as much stability as possible coming from the pad to allow me to just curl with only the biceps and nothing else. But one more set here, some single arm, and then we'll move on to some pushdowns. Some pushdowns sounds good right about now. And you guys get to take a sneak peek at the cable attachment that I have. All right, let's lock in and get this. Put on a good song real quick. All right, we want 8 reps. I didn't mean to scare that guy. Eight reps. All right, I'm doing something called rep matching. So I'm matching my reps that I did on the left side to my right side, so that way I don't have any kind of imbalances. So if I get 8 on the left side when I'm doing my single arm curls, I'm only gonna do 8 on the right side, so that way I don't push past failure on my stronger arm and make more growth than would be on my weaker arm. Because I already have an imbalance, right? So my right arm is a little bit stronger than my left arm. And to combat that, I'm doing some single arm at the end. So that way I don't continue to have that imbalance get out of hand, out of control. So that's why you see me doing only 8 on the right side, even though when I can clearly get probably 12, maybe even 15. All right, we got some rope push downs coming up next. Now the rope is already on here. We already have the little tiny black rope. And it's good and all, right? You can take the rope, you get under it, and you can extend like normal. But I don't like it because the plastic balls at the bottom, they hurt my pinkies. And I know, oh my gosh, you're such a wimp. You can just like deal with the pain. But my goal isn't to make my pinky stronger. My goal is to get my triceps bigger. So why would I lose efforts that I could be putting into my triceps because of my pinkies? My pinkies are not feeling stable, or they're not feeling, they're comfortable in that movement. So I went ahead and bought this. I showed this off, I got a sneak peek for you guys yesterday, but with the Vulcan rope attachment, it's really great because you can actually just slide your hands into the loops and then load yourself under the bar or under the cable, and then just push down. And it feels just like the rope would normally feel, except you don't have that awful pinky problem with the plastic balls at the bottom. So you can feel really stable and really isolate those triceps. I'm gonna flip my hat around so that way I can let the cable get closer to my head, otherwise it's gonna take my hat off. And then let's load up some working weight and do 2 sets here. All right, hat has been flipped around. And let's load up, what do we got on here? We got 26 kg, so 57 pounds. Let's go down maybe 2 to 66 pounds, so 30 kg. We'll probably get this for maybe 6 to 8 reps, and then we might do a drop set. So let's go ahead and see how this feels. little too heavy. Let's go down. I'm done. So I started off with 66, and I dropped down to 44. Felt pretty good. Let's do another set like that. All right, so we're gonna do another 2 sets here because I was yapping too long in between my sets. Made a new friend just now. We're gonna hit some legs on Friday. I'm pretty excited about. But so another 2 sets here, really heavy. Doing another drop set. So this is set number 2. Let's get it done. Little momentum there. My boy, don't use those. Come join me. Come join me.
I don't want to mess up your set.
But when I'm doing this though, I'm really like leaning over like the cable so that way I'm not having to like balance myself either. So like all I'm doing is I'm taking it and just pushing down and away. Oof, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too heavy. So we got 6. We're gonna turn it into a drop set and get like 6 more. One thing I will notice though is I'm not letting my elbows go in front of my body. I'm trying to like fold into them. Yeah. So I can get a bigger stretch. And then maybe when I can't do anymore like that, then I'll go into some sloppier ones. And then that's it. Whew. Alrighty, so I've been yapping for way too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right to my hammer curls. So I'm gonna lean back on this. I'm gonna take the dumbbells. You'll see what I'm doing. Let's grab some 35s. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. 5. 6. 7. One more. That's not going up. Oh yeah. Nice. Solid 7, right? With good stability. I want to take a look at how that looked, but I'm pretty happy with that. Let's get 2 more sets like that. All right, so it's been about a minute. I still want to give it at least 2 minutes. Nothing more than 2 to 3 minutes. But I want to make sure that I'm still resting enough so with this next set, I can get at least 6, hopefully 8. 8 would be nice, but I didn't get 8 the first time, so we'll see. Let's lock in and get this. That's not going up. Let's go grab something lighter. Same thing. I only got like 4. Let's get at least 6 here. I love that. I love that. That was awesome. So again, yeah, I only got 4 reps with the 35s because I did not rest long enough. And then I only got like 5.5 with the 25s. But we got to failure, which is what we care about. We want to see that involuntary slowing of the contraction and then still able to control the eccentric portion of the movement. But yeah, I mean, 1 more set here. Our biceps should be all done cooking and ready to be good looking. And then I have some overhead extensions, and then it's just shoulders. And then I finally get to sleep. Finally. But we're not done yet. Let's cut to our last set. Like right there, I'm like gonna be standing right over there. I think that looks good.
Oh yeah.
I think that should be like right on the money. I'm also doing a drop set here.
Okay.
I'm also doing my little drop set. So I'll go to failure with the 35s. I'm doing hammer curls, and then I'll drop them and I'll pick up the 25s and see how I can feel those. But I love the stability aspect of leaning back on the pad because I'm able to actually isolate my pecs, not my pecs, my biceps a lot better. Ooh. And then really control on the way down.
Are you anchoring your elbows on there?
Yeah. 3. 4. 5. 5. That's not going up. Drop set. So I got 5. Let's get 5 more. Oh. 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 It's not slowing down enough. I gotta keep going. Oh. Oh. Fuck. That was good. Oh my goodness. That was my last set. And now it's on to some overhead extensions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna break out the pink.
You do it on this same thing, or are you doing that on cables?
You can. I like doing it on cables because I left my attachment over there.
Ooh.
Didn't I? Yeah, that's mine.
Definitely yours.
That's definitely mine. Let me go snag that.
Yeah.
That's why we get the pink one and not the black one.
Right.
It's really a perspective thing, right? If you're thinking like, oh, I'm achy, I'm old, you know, you're gonna feel achy and old. To a point, right? Some days you will be achy and old, but that day hasn't come yet, you know? And this is gonna make that day come a lot, not sooner. What's the opposite of sooner? Later, yeah. You know what I mean? So that's why we do this, for health, for longevity, but also because it's just fun. You know what I mean? It's just fun to do. Oh yeah, go get that. Oh no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I'm thinking I should do a little drop set. I want a little bit more of a pump. That's not moving. That's the way we like it though, that involuntary slowing. Thank you. Whew. I love it. All right. You got it? All right. Focusing on that nice deep stretch and drive. 2, beautiful. Upwards and outwards. 3, 4, good. 5, good. 6, there it is. 7, good. Keep those elbows in, keep those elbows tight. Get up, get up, get it up. Good, 2 more like this, let's go. Push. 1 more like this. You can do it. Push, push, push. Yes, slow on the way down, slow as if another, as if another, as if another. And then just resist the weight. Try to get another, try to get another one. And drop it. There. Yes, sir. Good, failure has been achieved. How many reps was that?
Honestly, wasn't counting.
I wasn't counting either. I think that was like 12.
Okay.
That was solid. So I like going higher reps when like if you're new to a movement.
Yeah.
Because you can still get the same stimulus, you can get closer to that failure point, but you have more reps to like learn the movement. You know what I mean? More reps under your belt means better technique. Better technique means more stability, and then it goes on so forth. More stability, better stimulus for growth. So it all builds.
Yeah.
It all builds. Dude, that was solid though, man.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
proud of you, man. That was good.
Thank you.
That was really good. Woo. I absolutely love that. That's really good.
But I think like if I am doing a normal split where it's like arms,
Yeah.
shoulders.
They got to, you know, they got to. You already have like really capped delts though.
Appreciate
Like you have big deltoids, so. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's hard work, but obviously good genetics too.
No, yeah, I definitely feel like the next
Lucky. Oof. Were you a skinny kid or a fat kid?
more skinny.
Yeah.
I got like two, like I'd say I really got into fitness around like 8th grade.
Oh wow, so you started young.
Yeah, and I was like, that's when like I started realizing like I swam
Yeah.
competitively as a kid,
Oh.
but I didn't actually like take fitness seriously until like 8th grade, where I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home like after swim practices and like do like calisthenics and stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of what like ignited my passion for like weightlifting and stuff like that.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah, and, like wasn't super consistent, didn't really know what I was doing at that age,
But dude, you're young though.
yeah,
you know?
like, the fact that I was doing something.
Hold on, 4.
Drop the weight.
Hold on. You want to go down, drop set? Go down like 2 pegs. 2 pegs. Beautiful. Thank you. Why does this feel heavier? That's it. Oh, that was awesome. That was a great drop set. Appreciate that.
Get into it.
No, that's really cool though that you also like started from a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you play sports, anything like that?
I played like flag football and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But I really, my uncle got like a pull-up bar, like the ones that you hang from like the door.
Yeah.
And I was like probably 12 years old. And I would just like, every time I walked through the kitchen, just do like 10 pull-ups. Cause I was like light, weighed like 110 pounds or something. And like, so it's easy for like my body weight. And I had like little biceps. And like, I was the only one in my family that did that. So they would see me and be like, oh, you got big arms. I was like, I got big arms. I'm huge. I was like the skinniest kid ever, but I thought I was big. So that kind of like positive environment kind of nurtured me into like loving this,
Yeah, you definitely put it in good words.
you know?
Like, nurtured it.
So it's less of like a, there is definitely like a, oh, I was always fat, I hate myself kind of part of it too. Like I always did not like once I realized I was skinny, I was like, man, this sucks. I hate being skinny, I gotta get bigger. But that also keeps me motivated to get bigger, you know what I mean? But it's really, really good to start off like in a positive light as opposed to like as a hatred thing. I guess,
I definitely see that.
you know what I mean? Whatever gets you there kind of thing,
Right.
you know? You'll love this anyway,
Yes.
you know what I feel like? So that's awesome though. So you said like 8th grade, how old is 8th grade?
For me,
Yeah.
I was 13 going 14.
Oh yes, okay, so same, yeah. Same, I love that, man. I love that. All right, so hopefully this mic is even still on. Is it still recording audio? Okay, yeah, that should be good. I was yapping way too much. My pump is gone. My sweat is gone. I've dried up my shirt already because I was yapping. But we're gonna go ahead and finish one more set of overhead extensions, and then we're gonna move on to some shoulders. We're gonna do maybe 3 sets of some cable, lateral raises, and then move on to some rear delt flies. And then I'm going home and eating because I'm so tired and so hungry. So let's lock in and get this set. All right, so my camera died. Don't worry, I got you. I got a little revive for you. Extra battery, backup. Hopefully my mic doesn't die next. So let's hurry up and finish off these shoulders so we can get out of here. Let me grab an attachment real quick. Yeah, no, I really hope that this mic doesn't die before I finish my shoulders, because I want to really, you know, finish the workout, finish the video, so I can edit it up and put it out tomorrow. So we're gonna grab the close grip row attachment. We're gonna stick our hand through it. This is the new meta for all the science-based lifters out there. Very stable, very controlled, nice movement. Whew. Oh. 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 What I'm doing is I'm really not focusing on swinging the weight up to the top. I'm just focusing on driving through my side delt. Oof. Oof. I'm also not resting at the bottom. I get to the stretch and then I contract. 9. 10. 11. 12. Oh. Okay. Other side. Let's just keep it in one video, one clip. Same thing, I got like 15. Let's get 15 from the back. 1, 2. Oh, 12. 3 more. 2. 1. Okay. Let's get a different angle. All right, same thing. 15 on the left, 15 on the right. Pushing close to failure. What more can you really ask for? Let's lock in. Oh no, my song just ended. There we go. Song acquired. Shoulders retired. Here we go. That's enough of that. Other side. little sloppy there at the end, but that's okay. That's a-okay, as long as we're not doing a ton of ego lifting and we're still contracting and still letting it get a nice stretch. Passive tension is still really good for hypertrophy, you know? Like mechanical tension is gonna do the most when it comes to really squeezing through and generating that stimulus. But passive tension, right, is also gonna give you a good amount of stimulus. So don't be skipping your the descent. Whew, I'm so hungry, man. Can't wait to go home and eat. All right, I'm not resting very long in between these sets because I want to go home, but also because I get to rest one side while I'm doing the other side. So I'm already giving myself like a minute, 2-minute rest in between actual sets per each shoulder, even though it looks like, you know, oh, we just finished. I can do the other side again, I'm fresh, because I just, you know, rested while I was doing the other side. So let's lock in and get this second to last set. Intensity. Solid 12. Other side. I'm gonna jump right back into the other side. We're gonna drop the weight a little bit and just contract. Oh yeah, nice. One, two, three, four, five, 8. All right, we're done here. Let's go do some rear delts and get out. All right, so last on the list, we got some rear delt flies. I've never done them with the mic on. Hopefully I don't crush the microphone. I am gonna put my necklace behind I flip it around. Now I'm gonna lower the seat. We're gonna load this thing up. So we're gonna put on Let's move around one. See how 180 moves. All right. Ooh. Locked and loaded. What? All right. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 8 and some partials. Love how that felt though, that felt good. Whew. Let's get another camera angle. All right, I gotta hurry up and record this set because I have it set up on another machine. I don't wanna be a rude gym goer who hogs all the equipment. So let's hurry up and get some 8 reps here. And then we'll move our camera and head back to the car. Whew. One, 2, 3, 4. Man, I'm so fatigued. Let's do a drop set real quick because I was not even 8. Whew. Whew. Oh. 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 Oh my goodness. 2 heavy sets for rear delts. I would like to do 3. So why don't I do 3? I know it's late. I can sneak one more set in. Shh. Uh-oh, I'm doing that sneaky thing again where I'm putting my camera on top of other equipment. It's 12:35 in the morning right now though. I don't think anyone's using that. Let's hurry up and get this last set in though, so I can get to sleep at a reasonable time so I can get to work tomorrow. Whew. All right. Oh, solid 6. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'm pretty happy with 6. Let's get out of here. I'm hungry and tired. I got so tired and hungry that I forgot to pose. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm just gonna run through a couple here. Ooh. Just roll up the sleeves a little bit. I don't know if the lighting is. Lighting is not too good out here. My pump is all gone because I was yapping for way too long. But that's okay sometimes. Sometimes it's good to yap. Sometimes it's good to kind of touch base and make a few friends, you know? Make a couple friends. You'll see him in the video. My new buddy, my new pal. We're gonna hit legs together on Friday. So that should be fun. Looking forward to it. Maybe I'll bring the camera. Maybe I won't bring the camera. We'll see. I probably won't because, you know, not everyone is cool with dying and throwing up on camera. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, no. So I spent way too long at the gym today. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's good to... What is this? What is on my... Oh, it's a smeared bug. Look at this. I thought this was like a big gash in my window. I'm like, oh, someone scraped my window. It's just some bird droppings. Or maybe a bug. Oh, careful camera, careful. Careful. Oh. Anyway, yeah. Please turn on. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, car. My car's name is Belvin, for anyone that's wondering. His name is Belvin. My wife gave him that name. And he served me well. He served me well. I drive him up to Gainesville and back down to Clearwater almost every weekend, and he still hasn't failed on me yet. He's got, let's see how many miles he's got. You guys see that? Look at that. He's got a lot of miles on him. That's a number I can't read. It's too big. But let's go ahead and put the stand up, and hopefully it won't be too long of a drive. All the lights should be green at midnight. Let's see. All right. Oh, I'm zoomed in. Hold on. There we go. Don't want to be zoomed in. All right. So, to conclude today's arm day, it took way too long because I was yapping too much, but you guys tell me. Are we getting closer? We getting big yet? Not by a long shot. Let's put those things away. Put those tiny little, those little sticks. Get those sticks out of here, man. But pythons coming soon, and when they do arrive, you'll know. Trust me, you'll know. But anyway, to conclude the arm day, I came in with the with like a quiet kind of mentality. Like I was kind of tired. I didn't want to show up today. I mean, I did want to show up today. I was excited to hit arms, but like it's kind of just gonna come in, get out type of deal, so I can get some sleep tonight. And I still will. I still am planning on getting some sleep tonight. But as I'm doing my sets, as I'm doing my I was doing my tricep pushdowns with the rope attachment. The dude next to me was also doing some arms, and he had some big vascular forearms. So I was like, yo, you got big old forearms, you know? And he's like, what? Oh, thank you. And I just like sparked up a conversation that way. And to anyone in the gym, right? If you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate, if you're an advanced lifter, make friends. Just talk to people. You know, give someone a compliment. It'll really make their day, but also it will make your day. Trust me, because it feels good to make other people feel good. But we're all trying to do the same thing. You know, we're all coming in. We're all trying to get either healthy, jacked, feel better about ourselves. You know, we're all in there for different reasons, but we all have the same end goal. You know, we're all trying to build muscle, lose fat. You know, so why, you know, be all quiet and in your head, put your headphones on and just kind of mean mug everyone, come in there like, oh, I don't want to talk to these guys. Oh, these dudes, they're the villagers. Like, strike up a conversation. You know, don't be afraid to make friends. Ask someone for a spot. Let people, you know, be a little more inviting when you go to the gym, because a lot of people come in with the mentality that, oh, I got to do this alone. No one's coming to save me. But the gym is a fun place. It's a fun environment. And not everyone is in there just to get as big as possible, you know? Like some people are there to, and I'm not saying go to the gym to socialize. I'm not saying that. But if you can make a couple friends along the way with similar goals, or if you can find someone that will like help push you to do better yourself, absolutely talk to people. And how are you gonna know if, you know, that person has similar or same goals if you don't ask them or you don't strike up a conversation? Now, I'm not saying bother people during their sets. I'm not saying that at all. But don't be afraid to ask people for help or ask for a spot or give someone a compliment. You know, makes the whole environment a lot more pleasant, and it makes, you know, the suffering, in quotations, the suffering of building muscle and losing fat, it makes it a little less sufferable. So don't do it alone, do it together. Oh, you're gonna let me go? Oh, I guess we're going at the same time. Thank you. I kind of paused and they kind of paused, and I thought they were letting me go, and then they thought I was letting them go, so I just kind of darted out. My bad. I did get to the stop sign first, though, I will say that, but, you know, thankfully, no one got hurt, no one got injured. Just cruising back home now. So the game plan is we're gonna go home, eat some ground beef, take a quick shower, hop into bed, be out in like 35 minutes, you know, 35 minutes, just out like a light. And then it's waking up tomorrow morning and it's a rest day. So I don't have to worry about setting my schedule up or missing out on sleep. So I'll try to go to bed early tomorrow so I can wake up and go hit some legs with my new friend that I just made. So I'm excited for that. I love hitting legs with a buddy, because leg day, if you're gonna skip out on any of your training sessions, if you're gonna skip out on intensity, leg day is probably the day you're gonna skip out on. You're gonna probably come in like, oh, you know, I'm feeling tired, I'm not feeling really rested. I'm just gonna go through the motions. And that's why you have small legs. So if you wanna stop having small legs, really push yourself, really give it everything, and then go home and recover and eat and sleep and do all that good stuff, foam roll. So that way you can get bigger, better, and just overall get bigger legs, you know? I'm sure you've seen my glutes. We don't wanna look like that, obviously. It's too much even for me. I'm like, oh, I have too much glutes. Anyway, enough about that. But we're gonna go in and get some food, go to sleep, and then tomorrow's a rest day. So probably no video, just gonna, I do my cardio at work. I run around and I play with the kids. I work at an after-school program. So I'm on my feet. I'm always running around. So I am burning a ton of calories. So I don't often do like an extra 30 minutes, but I really should. But I've been playing a lot of volleyball. I'm playing a lot of sports, especially at my after-school coaching job. So no video tomorrow, just a lot of editing. Probably finishing up level 6 of the muscle building roadmap for SweatSphere Fitness. It will be out on the website hopefully by next week. And then Friday I'm doing legs, and then I'm driving back to Clearwater so I can go see my lovely wife and my family. And then that'll be it. Yeah, that'll be the weekend. We were talking about visiting some springs, like Florida has tons of like natural like springs of like spring water, because it's so hot. Oh my goodness, it is like sweltering out here. Like you step outside, you just start sweating. Like I could just be sitting in this car, not even doing a workout, and like my shirt would be drenched just like how it is today or right now. And that's just not fun. That's just not the move. So if you want to do something fun, we were thinking of going swimming in like a nice cool springs, but we got to find some springs to go to. So leave a comment. Maybe you might know of any springs near the Clearwater area. I don't know if there really are. I'll do a quick Google search when I get inside and figure that out. Maybe plan something. But that's it for the lifts. Arms was pretty good, you know, pretty pumped. Shoulders was pretty quick. Nothing too crazy. Just, you know, 4 sets of lateral raises, 3 sets of rear delt flies. Arms, 2 exercises for biceps, 2 exercises for triceps. And that's really it. So hopefully we see some growth, but we're not going to grow if we don't eat and we don't sleep. So let's get in there, go take a big old siesta, and I'll see you guys inside the muscle building roadmap. So, and also whenever I film my next workout, because I like making these. These are a lot of fun. So stay tuned, I guess. See you later.